Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Chris. In today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you my last art haul of 2022. Before I begin, I want to wish you a happy new year. I hope you had a wonderful time with your loved ones and you were safe. I'm going to share items that I got from Blick and from this cute little art store in LA. It's called Crush and Touch Art Supply. Now this is a store, like I mentioned, based in LA. It's a really cute small business. I actually found them on social media and I've been obsessed with their page. They have the most beautiful art supplies that I've seen. I really like the way they advertise their store. I really like the way their Instagram looks. There's just something really appealing about their Instagram page, and I was so happy to finally be able to go in store and see what they carry, and I was really excited. They carry some art supplies that I've never seen before, and they also carry a lot of items that other artists make. For example, they have cards, stickers, earrings, coasters. I even got this cute little hair clip. I don't know if you're able to tell, but it's a little face. And look at that. They have so many others. So I'm going to link their website down below as well as their Instagram page. Before I turn the camera angle around and show you all the goodies, I want to remind you to please like and subscribe. I would really appreciate it if you become part of this little community that I'm trying to build here on YouTube. And hopefully I'm able to get my life together and start recording videos like I used to and post a new video every Thursday. So hopefully that happens this year. If not, I'm going to try my best. So now let me switch the camera angle and I'll start showing you what I got. Okay, we are back. So let me start with the items that I got from Crush and Touch. So the first one that I got is this watch by Holbein. Now this is the Irodori line. I believe they came out with 4 sets. I think it was a spring, summer, autumn, and winter. So the one that I got was winter. They have the autumn, but I didn't really like the color palette of that set. So this is the one I decided to go. And the cool thing is that I believe they have different names. I'm not sure if these are new colors or these are just existing colors and they just changed the name, but I'm excited to try them out. Look at this one. I really love the names. So this is the first one. Then I also got this little one. This is in, oh, this is wash, this is watercolors. Sorry, for some reason I thought they were both wash, but this is pastel tones watercolors. These are the small ones, which are, I believe, 5 millimeters. If you've been following me for a while, then you know that I love pastels. So when I saw this little set at the store, I knew I had to get it. So it comes with 12 colors, which I think are, even though they're small, they actually give you, they will last you a long while. So don't be afraid to buy the little tubes, because when it comes to watercolor, even the little tubes are going to last you a long time. So it's a really good investment. Moving along, I got this little paper palette. They have a big one. Oh, this is also by Holbein. I didn't even notice. They had a little one and a big one. So I decided to get the little one. As you can see, let me open it really fast. Sorry for the sound there. So you will tear it apart from here, and then you kind of have to tear it apart from the top. But it's really nice. I really like it. Very small for me to take on the go. Then what I have in this little bag in here are more goodies. So the first things I'm going to show you are these 2 stickers. So I'm a Virgo. I decided to get this sticker and this one just to put it on my teacher's planner. I think it will look really cool. And this was actually a freebie that they gave to me at the end. So first things first, I got this Winsor & Newton watercolor marker in Pale Rose. I never tried the watercolor markers from Winsor & Newton, and this was the color that was really speaking to me, so I decided to get it. So as you can see, it has a brush tip and a fine tip. Then I also got some Decocolor markers, opaque paint markers. So these are kind of like Posca pens. You can see, you can shake them to activate the paint. Let me see if I can open it. There we go. So I want to see so yeah, you see the nib, kind of hard like Posca's. You have to shake them in order to activate the paint. So I have pale blue, I have hot purple, and then pastel peach. I only got 3 colors because I wanted to see how they will work out. Then I got a couple brushes from Princeton. This is the Select line. I have a Filbert number 2. I have a Filbert number 6. And then I have a Filbert number 8. Now Princeton is a company that I really love their brushes. I have their snap brushes. I have their Neptunes. I have the Velvet brushes. So when it comes to brushes, I really recommend that you look into Princeton, the company, and they have different brushes at different prices. One of my favorite ones is the Princeton snap brushes for watercolor or for mixed media. They are very inexpensive and they are really good quality. But anyway, the Select line is also very good. So if you're a mixed media artist, I definitely recommend you look into this line. And the last thing from Crush were these Posca pastel crayons. So I never actually seen them before, and I was very intrigued because I know Posca makes color pencils and of course the markers, but I didn't know they made pastel pencils. These are hard pastels. So this is one. This is, do they have a name? Pink. So I have pink in here. Then I have emerald green. I have light orange, light ochre. Which one is this one? Fuchsia. And then I have blue and yellow. So I don't know if you could tell, but it has this little stickies here. So I guess when you are done, you just peel it off and it comes all the way down. So that's really cool. So I'm going to swatch this for you so you could see and see how they work. But I'm excited to try them out. Like I mentioned, this is something that I never seen before, so I was excited to get them. And I'll leave the information down below for you to check out Crush and Touch art supplies. Oh, and like I showed you in the video at the beginning, I got this cute little hair clip. Very adorable. Okay, so now let me move on to the supplies from Blick. This is all the mess that I have in here. So as you can see, I got some watercolors, some pencils, some watercolor, a little watercolor basically. But let me start first with the most boring stuff that I want to get out of the way. So I have glues. Now the reason why I got glue is because I'm a second grade teacher. Some of you know I talked about this in other videos, but I'm currently a second grade teacher and I need good quality glue for some of the things that I do in my classroom. That I do for them, not that I'm not gonna let them use this because it's really expensive, and if you know little kids, they go through glue like nobody's business. But this is for me to use when I'm doing something for them that I'm going to be using for the class. And I really like this glue. It holds really well, and it's not that expensive. So I got 4 of them. I haven't tried the Blick's brand, but I'm pretty sure it will work just as good as this one. So that's why I got those glues. Then I have this little water or like dropper that I'm going to be putting some gum arabic. The reason why I'm going to be putting the gum arabic in there is because I'm going to be doing a Pinterest live using spices, coffee, and wine to paint. Use the spices as watercolors to paint. So when that airs, I'm going to put the link down below for you to watch it. And then maybe, depending how it goes, maybe I'll do a YouTube video on that as well. Then let's go with, we have the Fine Line masking fluid pen. Now I do have some masking fluids. I do have the Winsor & Newton. I have the Daniel Smith. So far the only one I have worked with is the Winsor & Newton. And the thing with that one, here I got it, is that it comes in this bottle. So you need to use a brush. And masking fluid is already very hard to use if you're not careful. And you have to be careful with your brushes too. You need to have a dedicated brush just to use the masking fluid because it will ruin your brushes. So I thought that maybe this will be better for me to try since it's a pen and it will give me more precise lines. So I'm going to try that out and see how it works. Not that there's nothing wrong with this one. I like it. It's just that this will be more convenient. Moving along, I have another Holbein wash. This is an ash blue. And if you saw a while ago, I did a series about quinacridone gold. And I compare all the quinacridone golds I have in my collection. The winner in that video was the quinacridone gold by Core. And I was missing this quinacridone gold. I love Sennelier watercolors. I really enjoy working with them. They have honey in their formula, so they re-wet beautifully. And when I was trying to do that video, I was trying to get this color, and they didn't have it on my local Blick. And I was just not going to put an order just to get this one color. So I'm going to use it, swatch it, and then I might have to do a shorts comparing them again now that I have this one. So be in the lookout for that. And then I have this Winsor & Newton Designer's Wash. This is Bengal Rose. I got it because it just looked like a very interesting color when that was in there. So I'm not that good with wash yet, but I have been enjoying working with it. At least doing the tubes. I have the Himi wash set that everybody raves about here on YouTube and in social media. When I try it, it just didn't feel right for me, but when I tried the tubes, I really feel like the tube is very different than the Himi wash. So I'm really excited to try this color. I think this pink will be good for my portraits. And then I decided to get some sap greens by different brands, because I think I'm going to do a sap green comparison video. Sap green is one of those convenient colors that I absolutely love. I don't really like green as a color, to be honest, but there's something about sap green that I absolutely love. My favorite one was Winsor & Newton's Cotman series. That's their student line, sap green. And then for some reason, I got it into my head that student grade watercolors are not good enough. So I think I don't have it anymore. I need to double check. But I realized that the Winsor & Newton Professional line, the sap green, is actually different than the Cotman. And they look different as well. So I'm a little sad about that. So I have the Winsor & Newton, I have Daniel Smith, I have Holbein, and I have the Utrecht watercolor. All of them are sap greens. And then I also have Sennelier Sap Green, which is one of my favorite colors ever. So I'm going to compare those and see how they look and see which one I like the best. And I have another wash. I forgot about this one. This is Lilac by Holbein. Again, those pastel colors. I love pastel colors. I just can't get enough of them. And the last watercolor. This is a color that I never seen before. This is the Winsor & Newton Professional Watercolor in Rose D'Or. The pigment is, here it is. Let me see. PY19 and PY97. And it has a good light fastness rating. So we'll see how this one swatches. Last watercolor item is this Angora opaque watercolors. So this will be more like, I want to say a wash in a cake form. But the reason I got this was I saw this YouTuber. If I find her video, I'm going to link it down below. But she showed this one, and I believe she mentioned that it looked more like a skin tone palette, and I do have to agree with her. You see a lot of those beautiful brown tones, some pinks, a little bit of yellows, browns. So I'm really excited to try this one and see how it will work. This will be great for sketching. And it was on sale too, I believe. I think last time I wanted to get it and it was like about $30, and I said no thank you, that is too much for cake pans watercolors, and I was not gonna pay that. But it was on sale this time for a much reasonable price, so I decided to get it. My battery died, so sorry. So I don't know where it cut off, but I have these pencils. I have a couple by, I think just one, by Caran, the Luminance line. This is in Burnt Sienna, 10%. And then I'm going to show you the Derwent line. This is the Light Fast by Derwent. So basically they have colors that are just light fast, that they're going to last when you put them up to the light or the sun. So the first one I have is Heather, and if you can see, it has the light fastness rating here, light fast 1, which will be the best light fastness. Then I have Cherry Red. See the beautiful color. We have Dusky Pink, Wheat, this like off-white color. We have Mars Violet, then we have another beautiful purple, Wild Lavender, and Dark Honey. So as you know, I'm not a color pencil artist, but I definitely like to use color pencils and incorporate them in my watercolor portraits. And the last thing that I got is this Arches watercolor block. Now in my previous video, I believe it was my 2022 our favorite, I talked about the Winsor & Newton watercolor block, and I mentioned how I really love that paper, and I don't see a lot of artists talking about that paper, and a lot of artists talk about the Arches. And I have used Arches before, don't get me wrong. I used the sheets and the pads, and I really loved the paper, but I never tried the block. So I finally broke down and I got it. I got a little one. This is 7 inches by 10, 7 by 10, and I'm going to see how I like them, how I like it, if I like it more than the Winsor & Newton. But so far I haven't tried it, and like I mentioned, so far I really love the Winsor & Newton watercolor block. And I think that is everything that I have. If you're interested in seeing an in-depth swatch from any of the colors or the sets, like the Holbein wash set or the Holbein pastel watercolor set or this one, please comment down below and I'll make sure I make a video or maybe a short swatching them. And I hope you all have a really great 2023, and I hope that I could get my life together and post again every week like I used to. Thank you so much for everyone that have subscribed to my channel. I really appreciate it. And if you haven't, please like and subscribe and comment down below which art supply you are the most excited about. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.